Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kosala, also known as Marventus, bringing you yet more action from the Bronze League. However, this is not a first-person game. It's actually not one of my games. This is one of my 2v2 partners, Mr. Firesilver as the red Zerg here in the bottom left-hand corner, playing against Mr. Maximillian, the blue Zerg, in the top right-hand corner. Reason I'm casting this game is I've been up against quite a lot of ZvZ matches lately, and I've been losing them. Firesilver, on the other hand, has been winning them. So let's take a look at one of his strategies out there. Production tab is up. We've got drones coming out from Maximillian. We've got an overlord coming up from Firesilver. And here we've got one row of drones happening so far. Here we have slightly more than a row of drones happening there. We have one drone going to scout. Firesilver heading up for an early scout, along with Maximillian, who also is heading down for an early scout. Now, Maximillian over here seems to be a Silver League player, and Firesilver is actually a Bronze League player. Drone versus drone action here in the south side of the map. Who will prevail? Will it be the drone, or will it be the drone? I do not know. Let's wait and see. Right now, a little bit of cat and mouse running around the place. A diversionary maneuver there from Firesilver, and he goes back to his fight. What does Maximillian do? Is he going to be snazzy? Is he going to pop down some form of cheesy thing? No, his spawning pool is just now going up. Oh, it's a 10 pool. 10 pooling over there. Whereas Firesilver is 14 pooling over here, but pretty much coming down at the same time. So slightly better droning from Firesilver. While Maximillian is doing some sort of charging around maneuver with his drone, achieving, well, very little really. Right, now being nibbled on by another drone. First gas going up for Firesilver as well. Overlord's heading down to that side of the base. The top, about to meet another Overlord who's hanging out over there. Let's see what Maximillian is up to. His droning is looking okay, but he's got nothing coming out of his production tab. He could be saving minerals for his first queen. I think that's exactly what he's doing. Queen should be on the production tab any second now. No, he's actually going to get hatchery before the queen, so he's getting his expansion at 14 supply. He's getting an early expo there, whereas Firesilver is focusing on his droning. Gas now up. What do we have coming out here? We've got a couple of Zerglings and an Overlord heading out. So let's see how this goes. Still on choosing to be on one gas, of course no reason to get that second gas this early. And the first gas only now going up for Maximillian. So I wonder what his strategy is going to be. It looks like it might be a bit of a Ling heavy strategy. Lots of stuff happening here on Firesilver's world. His first queen coming out as well. And the Overlords meet up here. The Overlords are meeting up here and yet revealing very little at this point. Maximillian is still more or less in the dark about what's going on up here aside from... oh, he's hanging down over there. So he's going to see that expo going up. So not going to be too surprised there. An 18 supply expo going up for Firesilver, and that drone trying to single-handedly take that expo down. What a hero drone it is. Let's see if he succeeds. In the meantime, Zelnaga towers have been grabbed by Firesilver. That expo now going up for Maximillian, and the Roach Warren coming down here. The Queen trying to take out that Overlord. Let's see if it will succeed. It's heading towards the end. The Queen is obstinate. It's down to one row, one thing. Is he going to make it? Oh, he did not make it. He died. Metabolic boost coming out for Firesilver. He's looking like he's going to be heading into some speedling action as he puts down his Roach Warren as well. The hatchery halfway ready now. And Maximillian is getting his second gas. So is he going to be going for a Roach heavy build? Let's wait and see. So far, not a batch of armies coming out on either side. A couple of Zerglings are coming out for Firesilver. Maximillian just popping out his first couple of Roaches. So armies for this time in the game, very, very low indeed. Very low indeed. Let's see. 6 more Zerglings popping out here for Firesilver. I think he might be looking to go for some heavy Zergling action. The expos not being droned too heavily on either side at this time. Now 6.5 minutes into the game. This has so far been a very cautious start from both players. Not a lot of harassment, just focus on the economy. What's this? We have an evolution chamber going down for Maximillian. And at Lair being teched up too from Firesilver. So I would imagine we're going to be seeing some Mutalist action here, and that sounds to me like a good thing because there is nothing on the board here that tells me that Maximillian is prepared for that. So we have a row of Overlords all keeping track of each other over there. Right, and actually right now Firesilver in the lead on the unit count with a little posse of Zerg Speedlings hanging out there. And Maximillian seems to be quite confident in his 3-roach approach for the time being. 3-roach approach. Try saying that 10 times in a hurry. And the lair now finally going up for Maximillian. Now the question is he going to be in time? Will he get Hydralisks? Will he get Spore Crawlers? Let's see what he's going to do. We have the Lings from Firesilver having rushed in now, taking out those 3 roaches, and potentially that queen. Is the queen going to go down? It is going to go down. That is an expensive loss for Maximillian. 2 roaches, 3 roaches, 4 roaches coming up. 5 roaches there defending against the Zergling attack. But the damage is done. That queen has been taken down. That's an additional 200 minerals that's going to need to be used by Maximillian to get back to status quo. That's a nice batch of roaches he's got up there, though. Some serious defense building there. In the meantime, a spine crawler going up. The Spire now going up for Firesilver. This is where stuff gets interesting. The first upgrades are going up for Maximillian, but he's got absolutely and totally the wrong units to counter what's happening here. And you'll notice that Maximillian has done exactly 0 scouting. Zip, nada, null secondary scouting. He has no idea what's going on, which is why he is pummeling out roaches when he really should have been pummeling out Hydralisks. Spinecrawler going up over here, the queen now showing up at the second base again. Let's see what we got here. Evolution Chamber is doing some research, and still no Spore Crawlers and no Hydralisk Den in sight. That Spire almost about to be done. Burrow being researched now for Maximillian along with the Roach Speed. Spire is about to be done. Evolution Chamber about to pop out there. Just getting started there as well, I mean. Now then, how many Mutalisks is Firesilver gonna be able to pop out? 6 mutas on the way out. Oh, this looks like it's going to be dangerous for Maximillian. He is not prepared at all. Not prepared at all. He's got a whole bunch of roaches who are going to be useless. He has 2 queens that's also useless. What is this? There's a bunch of drones coming out. Ah, a Spore Crawler finally going down there at the expansion in preparation for what he must be then expecting, some form of Mutalisk harassment, even though he has sighted nothing. Here we go, the first 6 mutas are in play, the second gas going up at the expansion now as well. This is where the game gets interesting. And still, this has not been spotted by Maximillian, so he has no idea what to expect. What do we have here now? We've got almost an entire row's worth of mutas out now. This is going to be very, very painful for Maximillian. He is not going to be able to react in time. He's pummeling out a Hydralisk Den finally now, but it is too late because the mutas are here. Here comes the Overlord harassment. He's already now blocked for supply. This is a disaster for Maximillian. How is he going to manage? These drones are now going down as well. There are 4 Overlords just standing there though. Oh dear God, that queen is going to go down in no time at all. Is she even going to make it? No, she is not. The Hydralisk Den standing there doing absolutely nothing. Are those Overlords? There's a Spore Crawler going up, but that's being focused down. Aha! Maximillian has borrowed his drones in order to save them, but those Overlords just popped out there in time to die. Now there's an additional 3 Overlords being morphed in for Maximillian, and he bets they're going to pop out here and then die again. And that's the second queen going down. Here's another Overlord about to be toasted. Yes, indeed. Oh dear God, this is just ugly. This is horrendous. But there is no coming back from this. Maximillian is proverbially screwed. Absolutely screwed. And it took 6 Mutalisks to win this game. It's all about timing, boys and girls. Oh no! 6 Overlords popping out right there. They're doomed as well. This is just an unmitigated disaster for Maximillian. The Silver League player is getting completely owned by Firesilver from the Bronze League. Right, no chance. An additional 4 mutas coming out. This has got to be GG at this point. There's no way he's going to be recovering from that. He's way, way below supply. That Hydralisk Den is going down. The Roach Warren is going down. Oh dear God, this has got to be it. Is that lair going to be going down now soon too? A few Broodlings making a cameo appearance, but that looks like it might be that. The GG ought to be imminent at this point. Is anything happening in this base worth noticing? We have a couple of Hydras that managed to pop out and a Spore Crawler, or four as it turns out. But there is simply no recovery from this. We've got a bunch of Roaches that came and burrowed over here. That's not going to help because there is an Overseer in play. Right there. So those Roaches are likely to be doomed as well. There it is. No chance of survival. Those Roaches don't move anywhere near fast enough in borrowed or unborrowed form to be running away from a pack of mutas. Only 4 left, and they're dying as well. Well, we have to say that Maximillian doesn't give up in a hurry. Still no GG even in these desperate times. And he has got yet another Spore Crawler happening over there. But surely this must be far too little, far too late. And some more Overlords popping out. He is finally no longer supply block. Another Hydralisk Den going down here, but can he survive? There is a whole bunch of Spore Crawlers here, to be honest. 4 Spore Crawlers and a Queen. No Queen. Just 4 Spore Crawlers. But will he make it? Now what we need here is a large amount of Zerglings, and lo and behold, here they are. The Speedling foray to take care of this. Surely this has got to be the last straw. Taking down those Spore Crawlers means the mutas will have free reign. Is he waiting for some backup? What's this? Few more mutas coming in. I think that's actually enough Speedlings to deal with this situation, because there's no real ground defense worth speaking of. And in they go. Yes indeed, there it is. Taking down that Spine Crawler and then the drones next, and that will surely mean this game is over. So there you go folks, the first person to take up the Muta wins. There is the GG. And it's all over. Right, lesson to learn from here. Scouting. What did Maximillian do? He scouted in the first couple of minutes and then he did absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. There you go, fellas. Comment below. Send in links to your own games and your ZvZ strategies. Very interested in hearing all about that. And of course, rate and subscribe and all that other good YouTube stuff that one does. Thank you and good night.